vote for no tell we nothing. We say do something, do something, do something, do something. We a do something, do something. Chester Hughes, we a vote for no tell we nothing.
Thank you.
We say Chester.
Thank you. Good night, Bolans. Good night, UPP myself. Well, let me say this now. I am just coming from Cashew Hill. And this afternoon, the young people of Cashew Hill gave me the resounding yes, go forward, we're taking this area once and for all. As a matter of fact, the last time Malwin came to Cashew Hill, he had to get Gaston Brown to show him how to get into Cashew Hill. This afternoon, I understand he and about 12 people were in Bath Lodge campaigning. But yesterday afternoon, Chester Hughes and 100 supporters descended on Bendels to show authority and who is in charge. I want to say to you, the people of Bolans tonight, we have come too far to turn back now. We have come too far to turn back now. Antigua and Barbuda is moving forward. We don't want to put this country into reverse gear. You know, everything UPP do, Labour Party try to do. We go, we have a little rally they call for motorcade. We go, we say we're going to do a little beach picnic. They say they want a beach picnic too. Today we launched a manifesto and they're rushing up for a copy and they're all downtown now writing fast because they want to launch manifesto too. And let me tell you, it's cog the cogging. The cogging. The Prime Minister said we're going to do it with a difference this time around. And we go down to Sanders to put a little, you know, that little flavor. They call Sanders today to book today too. Today, they're watching us on TV and hear what they tell Sanders. Give us everything except the color of the room. Give us everything except the color of the room. So whatever we get, they want it too. Brothers and sisters, the people of Bolans must understand that the future of this country lies in your hands. The future of the next generation lies in your hands. When we look at the social programs, we have to understand that it only takes visionary leadership for us to have reached so far. The Labour Party, when things were good, when the world economy was floating, the price of oil was low, cost of living was low, could not manage this country. They could not run this country. So now we have steered this country through those stormy waters, kept this country afloat because they were the ones who dig the hole in the bottom of the ship, almost caused this country to sink. Baldwin Spencer and his team plugged that hole, kept the passengers safe, and sailed us through that stormy water. And now we've reached calm water. And we're seeing the hope on the horizon. They're talking about they are now ready to rebuild. We have already rebuilt this country. We have already moved forward this country, what is there for them now to rebuild? What do you guys want to rebuild? The only thing they want to rebuild right now is their bank account, because they think they spend a lot of money for the last 10 years. I'm telling all of them now, they have 10 more at least to spend. You know, I won't leave Bolans where I was born unless I touch Samantha. Because I can't understand. You have your father involved in politics for so long. And even the Labour Party shielding him from public appearance. Before time, he used to call in for radio. He used to give advice to Lester Bird. But now you're not here. When last you hear about Hugh Marshall? He keeping quiet because they decide, look, if we're going to go forward and put up a fight, you can't be close to the action round south. 2009, he walking all over the place. 2014, you can't find him in the place. I want to say to the people of Bolans, beware. Beware. Because Brother B, I don't have to praise him. The people of Bolans will praise him because he has done a lot for the people of this community. He has built the people. He has built the community. He has done everything for Bolans that is to be done. When they built West Palm Beach, they didn't think about the people. I hear them going around the place saying nothing tall during the Bolans. You can imagine that. When the people out West Palm Beach used to have to put on plastic on their foot. When the flood came, what Samantha said? What Samantha said when the flood come? You can imagine that. Wash them away. Are the same people now she want to vote for she. Same people. When Brother B said, look, Prime Minister, the people out there in trouble, their bed wet up. Everything gone wrong. Me put them in a Jolly Beach until things straighten out. The government said, Brother B, take care of your people. They vote for you. Make sure they're comfortable. And the people had a warm bed to sleep in on the night of that flood. And they went back to Bolans after the waters subside, clean up their place, and prepare themselves to return to their homes. That is leadership you can believe in. That is leadership you can trust. Brother B did not hide when the flood waters come. He did not stay in tongue when the flood waters come. He found himself in the village of his birth to be with his people. I don't think Samantha understands how poor people live. I don't think Samantha Marshall and her family understand poverty. I don't think they understand hardship. Because she born with a gold spoon in her mouth. Bob, you the sun shovel? What that it be? Me warn you for me now. Me don't know nothing about Bob, you the sun shovel. All I'm saying tonight, all I'm saying to you, the people of Bolans tonight, when we look at the progress, when we look at the progress that this country has enjoyed for the last 10 years, school meals, dollar barrel, the iCube and IKEA. You want me go on? You want me go on? When we look at all the social programs, the Venezuelan, they secured us. When things got rocky, they came to our aid and rescue. The late. You can imagine that they want to break up our relationship with friendly governments. Look at all the scholarships that this Prime Minister would have given to young people from all walks of life all around this country, whether they're red or they're blue. They got through because Baldwin Spencer does not discriminate. Doesn't discriminate. Because everybody get a hand up when it comes to Baldwin Spencer, not a handout. Brothers and sisters, today we had the launch of the manifesto. And let me say this. When I started reading that document this afternoon, I said to myself that the Labour Party is going to be out of power for at least another 30 years of their lives. Another 30 years they're going to spend in opposition. Because the content of that document, the feel of that document, the language of that document, the thought that was placed into that document represents the views of the ordinary working man and woman of Antigua and Barbuda as they assisted in pointing the way forward for Antigua and Barbuda. Brothers and sisters, I want us to understand tonight that what we signed today with the people of Antigua and Barbuda is a contract for the future of Antigua and Barbuda. It's a contract. I won't be long here tonight, but I won't leave without touching my opponent. Because the last time I spoke in All Saints, they started trembling. Then I went to Potter's and I made a statement. I don't know who else or who troubled my opponent's wife, but I'm asking you all, please leave Malwin Joseph's wife alone. Leave her alone. She's a decent woman. She's a woman from Bolans. And let me say this. She's one of the finest women that we have here in Bolans. One of. All I will say is what I said in All Saints. What I said in Potter's seemed to have touched the corn of my opponent. It touched the corn. And all I said, I don't remember everything it, but if I say this and you're upset, then I'm sorry. Because if the picnic is a picnic and the wifey don't know, I can't help that. And let me say to him this. My blood come from round south. And me not afraid nobody. And if he think that he can intimidate people on radio, let us meet on the street and let us debate the issues affecting St. Mary's North. I asked him simply in Potter's, where was he when the people of Bath Lodge needed pipe water? After 15 years, they built a home up by the veterinary institution. They don't have water for 15 years. Where was he? Where was Malwin Joseph when the people of Bendels needed street lights? When the people of Browns Avenue needed street lights? Where was Malwin Joseph when they had that big gutter running in Cashew Hill, flooding people's homes? Where was he? You know where he was? He was up on the hill hiding away from the people. Where was he when Christmas time come since 2009, when every other representative were meeting and treating their constituents? He took American Airlines and go to Miami and New York and all over the place. Where were you, Malwin Joseph? Where were you when the people, the young people of St. Mary's North needed jobs, needed opportunities, needed scholarships? Where were you? Where were you? You were busy taking the Rolls Royce? Just busy driving it? Or were you just busy doing nothing? I want to say to the people of St. Mary's North tonight, electing a representative is not just to elect somebody to go to Parliament and debate and talk loud and talk nonsense. Electing a representative is electing somebody who's going to build the capacity of the community that you exist in. Electing a representative that will look after the constituency and find work for the people who are unemployed. When you elect a representative, you look for somebody who have the interest of the people at heart. I dare say to you tonight that you cannot have the interest of the people at heart if you have no heart. If you have no soul. I say to you tonight, if you can't love your family, you can't love your neighbor. If your blood you can't love, if you cannot get on with your blood, you can't love the people. And I just want to say that to Malwin tonight. I just want to say that to you tonight. Because at the end of the day, on the 12th of June, St. Mary's North will be going to the polls. And when we go to the polls, we, the people of St. Mary's North, will be choosing a leader who have the interests of the people and the interests of the community at heart. So therefore, I want to remind him that when it comes to the 12th of June, I want to say to him, because we've done our calculation, with the polls are out, the numbers are straight, we're banging him in Jennings. We're banging him in Jennings. We're banging him in Jennings. We're going to beat him in Bendals. We're going to beat him in Bendals. And more so, when we go Bath Lodge, when we go Cashew Hill, we're going to beat him royally, royally, royally. A royal licking for him. And let me say this. When we go Browns Avenue and Martins Village, we're going to murder him with blows. And don't worry about Golden Grove and Creekside, because he don't even want to go into that area right now. Today, I want to send a warning to him and the people campaigning for him. Because we are a peaceful bunch of campaigners. Yesterday, we're campaigning in Bendals, and every street we turn, they're following us. Every alley we go into, they're following us. This morning, my team was out in Jennings, and the police had to cross the road to stop them from interfering with my campaign team. I'm asking the Commissioner of Police tonight to warn them, because let me say this, I don't take last lick. Warn them. Because anytime they interfere with one of my campaigners, they interfere with me. And once they interfere with me, I will retaliate. And I ain't holding back. Warn them. We have been more than peaceful, and we have been controlling ourselves. I understand in Bolans they attack Angela. But let me warn them again. Angela, my family. Angela is my family. So let me warn them. Let us go through the rest of this campaign peacefully. Brothers and sisters, we are on the road to victory. 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 Ain't no stopping us now. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Good night. God bless you all.
Just use love everybody. Just respect everybody. And him help